Cambodia-Thailand tensions. Economic weapons fired. Exports paralyzed. Wounds may spread. Thailand warns of risk of losing 60 billion baht in exports if border with Cambodia continues to be sealed. The Ministry of Commerce of this country warns that economic activities in border provinces are seriously stagnant, especially affecting the transportation of goods, trade between the two countries, people, and tourism activities. Follow Bao on. Cambodia-Thailand tensions. Senate President Hun Sen affirms he only wants peace, warns of risk of prolonged conflict. Cambodia-Thailand tensions. Opening a new front. Economic relations turning into weapons. Who will suffer more losses? Most recently, the Cambodian Ministry of Mines and Energy issued a statement denying information that the country continues to buy electricity from Thailand at 6 points on the grid. To clarify the situation, the Ministry of Mines and Energy affirms that Cambodia does not import any electricity from Thailand. The statement said, Cambodia has officially disconnected from the internet and electricity from Thailand since June 13. While Phnom Penh has been tough on launching economic blows aimed at its neighbor's pocket due to recent tensions stemming from a border clash in May, Southeast Asia's second-largest economy has expressed concern about the difficult economic problem that is threatening the livelihoods of its people and the regional supply chain. Borders closed, trade stagnant. Previously, Tita Sangli, professor of economics at the ISIS Yusof Ishak Institute, warned that the escalating Cambodia-Thailand tensions would cause serious economic damage to both countries. Although he does not think that the current tensions could turn into a full-blown shooting war, an escalation on the economic front is equally dangerous. The Thai Ministry of Commerce has just warned that if the border closure with Cambodia lasts until the end of this year, the country's cross-border export turnover could decrease by up to 60 billion baht, equivalent to more than $1.6 billion, significantly affecting total trade with neighboring countries. The above information was announced by Ms. Arata Fuingthong, Director General of the Department of Foreign Trade, DFT, of the Thai Ministry of Commerce, on June 28. According to DFT data, in the first 5 months of 2025, from January to May, bilateral trade across the Thai-Cambodian border maintained growth momentum, reaching 80.72 billion baht, up 11.2% over the same period last year. Of which, Thailand's export turnover to Cambodia reached 63.07 billion baht, up 9%, while imports reached 17.64 billion baht, up 20%. Helping Thailand record a trade surplus of 45.43 billion baht. In May alone, the total trade value reached 16.11 billion baht, up 7% compared to May 2024, of which exports reached 12.85 billion baht and imports were 3.25 billion baht, corresponding to a surplus of 9.59 billion baht. However, Ms. Arata said that the trade situation began to show signs of decline from June due to the border closure orders starting from June 7, causing travel, transportation of goods, and domestic and international tourism activities to stagnate. According to local trade offices along the Thai-Cambodian border, many shops and businesses on both sides have had to close due to a sharp drop in visitors. To support affected businesses, the Thai Ministry of Commerce is implementing alternative measures such as arranging sales spaces in government buildings, shopping malls, and the private sector. The most affected industry is fresh fruits and vegetables, but the damage is assessed as low because it is the end of the harvest season. The Thai Ministry of Commerce has coordinated with public and private agencies to support domestic consumption. For consumer goods and industrial products, the ministry is actively supporting businesses to find alternative shipping routes, expand new export markets, and promote online sales channels. Regarding imports, some important items such as cassava, a key raw material for processing and re-export, have also been affected. However, according to Ms. Arata Fuingthong, Thailand may switch to importing from Laos, which currently supplies more than 60% of the country's cassava imports. The impact has not been widespread, but caution is needed. Ms. Arata emphasized that the border closure mainly affected land trade, while Thailand's seaborne exports to Cambodia were still operating normally. In the first 5 months of the year, Thailand exported a total of 145.53 billion baht of goods to Cambodia, up 8.7%, of which border exports accounted for 63.07 billion baht, up 9%, an average of about 11 billion baht per month. However, if the current border closure situation lasts until the end of the year, border exports could fall by up to 60 billion baht. At that time, the total value of border trade with four neighboring countries, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Malaysia, will decrease by about 1%. This will drag the total growth of border trade for the year down to about 1.8 to 2%, much lower than the target of 3%, equivalent to 1,870 billion baht, set at 1.87 trillion baht, Miserata said. However, Thailand's trade with Laos and Malaysia still grew well, 12.96% and 13.2% respectively, partly offsetting the loss from Cambodia. Currently, the Department of Foreign Trade of Thailand is closely coordinating with provincial trade offices and customs checkpoints to closely monitor the situation and report daily, following the security measures applied at the Thai-Cambodian border. The agency also joined a special task force to handle the situation arising at the border with Cambodia. The Thai Ministry of Commerce has pledged to provide maximum support for the clearance of perishable agricultural products such as vegetables and fruits affected by Cambodia's import ban, while seeking alternative transportation options to minimize damage to people and businesses. Cambodia has also suffered double losses due to the loss of foreign currency from tourism and labor exports, along with the stagnation of the local economy due to disruptions in trade and logistics. Border businesses are in a difficult position, with many potential beneficiaries facing unemployment and instability. If tensions persist, the economic damage will not only be a number, but will have a profound impact on the development potential of the border region and social trust.